Oh,
Make sure that what stays cold?
Nick's drinking a Sapporo.
Oh
this is,
well,
this is a good beer.
I
It's
got a
solid.
15 pack in the fridge, so I'm gonna be getting up and down throughout this
Let's
thing.
fucking
So.
go. Get up and down. Get up and down.
It should be
It's
like
my
baseball.
Friday.
You gotta have 3 on deck right now. Have one ready to bat, one in the hole.
On. I
Oh,
got the
okay.
heater on. That doesn't work.
I got
Fair.
one batting. I got one on deck. No.
Well, Aaron, you better
Slim's about to pull the pinch hitter.
Aaron, you better hope you hit a single on the first pitch then every time. All right.
Yeah, I'm staying in tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
If you guys just joined us, we're talking sports ball in the form of beers. Thanks for watching another episode of Opinions Mostly Podcast. I'm your host, the one and only Nicholas Shark Herbst. Although the shark has been belly up lately, just taking a little nap.
Boo.
Beach shark.
Boo.
I mean, I don't want to get into it too much right now, and probably ever, actually, in this whole episode, but, the Packers and the Dolphins kind of fucked me. Okay, anyways, sitting next to me in the virtual world of reality somewhere in this whole realm of everything, I'm just going to pick the first one next to me, which is the one and only, the man with the biggest dong, Aaron, the Hammer Quilly.
Yeah.
Yo, what up, boys? What up?
What up, dude?
Week after week.
Nick, it appears
Nowhere
you
else
have some
I'd rather
inside
be.
information that we aren't aware of.
I mean, he's the Hammer for a reason, am I right?
Yeah, as long as you check your sources, that's all I ask.
He's my yeah.
Visually confirm the information. No,
That was one time, and it was in Vegas, so we don't talk about
yeah,
it.
I gave you an
Off-limits.
ocular pat down. Oh yeah, see, I told you. Last but
There we
not
go.
least, guys, draws us right into our third host of this beautiful, terrible podcast, completely toxic for men, the one and only Joseph, Special Teams Spallery.
I was hoping the Giants were going to lose that game with the field goal, just so we can blame special teams again, and then I can
Are
get
we
all the
doing
blame.
this?
But we're past that, man. Unfortunately, we live to move on another day here.
I got so much shit about how bad the Packers suck. It's not even funny.
I don't even want to talk about it. Okay.
I know.
I
It's
Lead us
really
off, Nick.
just.
Lead us off, Nick.
At least he scored some fucking points.
Oh, we'll get to
Dude,
that later. That's segment 2.
let's just say football just sucked this weekend.
Yeah,
this week.
It did.
All 3 of our teams lost.
Uh,
Heartbreaking fashion.
so, guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, then why the hell are you watching this? Because we're talking about, excuse me, Jesus. Week 14 in the NFL. Okay. I think it's no surprise. The Packers, Monday night on the doubleheader. Here's the problem. Okay. I think the doubleheader was like, it's part of the script, right? Like, they're putting 2 teams that are supposed to just dominate against 2 teams that are supposed to just get destroyed. And they're making everybody watch it. And they're like, look, we have the power. This is written by the higher gods. They've wrote the script.
I've never been one for conspiracy theories, but you're just
We can lean into
right
this.
now.
We can lean into this. This is something we can lean into. Yeah.
Am I not right?
I think all 3 of us had the Packers and the Dolphins, right? Dominating. What, 27-10 maybe? At something like that around there.
Unfortunately, I had that.
Wait, what are points? What are these numbers you're throwing around?
Oh, I'm just saying. I think we all 3 of us had a general conclusion. We are probably going to be.
And that'll be Hammer's joke of the week. All episodes.
Oh,
Hey, hammer in the jokes. No.
are we writing in a new segment here?
No,
Hammer in the jokes.
I don't ever want to do this again.
Yeah, yeah.
Not too late.
Becomes
You've
a
been
habit.
added.
Yeah.
Segment's been added. We're adding that to the lineup.
Yeah.
All right. So what Joe has written down for our topics, because I was at work like a normal human being, is we're gonna talk about the Packers' loss last night to the Giants. It was 24-22 was the final score. I did watch the whole game. Obviously, I analyzed. Everyone's going, oh, Tommy DeVito, this fucking bullshit. First of all, anyone that does this, okay, wouldn't do it in the public eye, public figure, especially if they have ties to the mafia.
Did you
Second observation.
Did you see his agent last night?
Second observation. His agent looks like me in high school when I used to dress as a goth boy with my dark makeup and fedora going on.
Fall Out
Okay,
Boy,
I just
Good
want to say
Charlotte.
that. I just want to say that. Yeah, good
Okay,
Charlotte.
okay. I might have to call you out right now because this is the high school Nick I remember. It was a hoodie up, long hair, just covering your whole face.
That was a different phase of this guy's agency career when he when he
That's
developed.
freshman, not sophomore year. No.
Yeah. What are you talking here? So those two observations have nothing to do with the game. Now let's talk about the game. I think obviously the reason why we lost is because the Packers were the ones making mistakes. We made mistakes the whole entire game. I hate to call out this man because I love that he's on our football team, but Keyshawn Nixon was just fucking up the whole thing. He committed like a couple penalties, got angry, aggressive, and then he did the special teams fumble, which
What are you doing? Lay on the ball, please.
Watching it over and over and over again. Here's the thing. He
Yeah.
was such a big punt returner or kick returner last year, and he scored like a few touchdowns last year, and he was getting yards. I mean, he was the best kick returner last year, and I think he's trying to live up to that, but he's not doing a very good job. He's just making mistakes now.
Don't you have his jersey, Nick?
Huh?
Don't you have his jersey? Oh, okay.
No, I DM'd him and tried to get a signed jersey that I said I would wear on the podcast all the time, but he never sent it to me. So
Boo.
once again, fuck that guy. He's making all the mistakes last night.
Not a true
right?
cheesehead. Not a true cheesehead, man.
I know, what a piece of work.
Oh, like we've never cussed on this podcast before.
Yeah, I just don't want to call him a piece of shit because I do like the guy. Okay, he's just being a dick. Anyway, so he was responsible for a lot of mistakes. Jordan Love, obviously, at the beginning with all the crazy throws just going everywhere, and people want to give Tommy all the credit for the win, but I really don't think it was Tommy's credit for the win. If anyone I want to give credit for the win, I want to give it to Joe Barry, because Joe Barry, what the fuck you doing, man, with his defense? I mean, bruh, are you fucking kidding me? We're playing like the most soft, deepest coverage, and we have to keep him out of field goal range. That's all we had to do to win that game last night. Instead, we're playing like 3 deep. Bro, that is my biggest problem. We would have won that game. All we had to do was keep him out of field goal range, and instead we were playing soft coverage, and I don't. That's what fuck Tommy DeVito. Fuck all the New York Giants bullshit. We beat ourselves. That's all there is to that.
Go ahead, Aaron.
I got nothing to add. Nick hit it all on the head with his hammer. So
you want to see my hammer? No.
I will say his agent looked like he just finished rewatching The Sopranos for like the third time, and like he finished that final episode and then went to MetLife Stadium to watch the game.
Preach. And he's like kissing people. Like, I mean, come on now.
Yeah, that's my analysis for the Packers versus Giants.
Beautiful. Well said. Well said. Come on, Joe. Bring it.
Well, Nick, I don't disagree with you. It was all self-inflicted wounds from the Packers here. And we're talking about the youngest team in the National Football League here. And so we're talking about receivers and new players either in their first year or their second year, or in Jordan Love's case, his 4th year. But we're not going to talk about that. It's his first year starting, right? Secondly, you guys were out without 3 key parts. Christian Watson was out, Aaron Jones was out, and I think your star-studded lineman is out. I already forgot his name. Bakhtiari.
He's pretty much. I think he's just going to retire at the end of the year. But not just those 3 injuries. I mean, you want to keep going through the injury list. Our tight end Musgrave was out.
Musgrave was
Jair
out too.
Alexander was out.
I forgot about Jair. That's right. Good call on that. Very injury depleted team. Let's put it that way, right? Where the defense is supposed to be the strongest part of this team this far into the season. But I will say we got to give credit where credit's due. Wan'Dale Robinson for the Giants stepped up, man. He had a great game. Let's give him kudos to that. The Giants should have lost that on the last fumble on Saquon, where he just kind of dove and lost the ball. But I mean, damn, give credit where credit's due. But I think if maybe the Packers had 2 less turnovers, you definitely win that game 20-17, maybe 16-14. But I think if you look at it in the angle at a telescope, binoculars of self-inflicted wounds from the youngest team in the league, I mean, I think you just got to take that out of the shins. Like, it is what it is. We're developing. We're growing. We're going to be at the highest of the highs, beating the Patrick Mahomes boys a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and we're going to be at the low of the lows of self-inflicted gun wound shots on our offense.
Yeah, I think you're right. I agree with that. We like I said, we did it to ourselves, and we're a young team. So yeah, next year's going to be looking good for us. I think.
Yeah.
I have high hopes.
The fact that you're still in it, the fact that you're still in it, we're literally relying on a field goal miss to win the game, 23-24.
Oh, speaking of, I don't know if I texted you guys this or my family, but I was like,
you did.
Fuck the Carlson brothers.
No, you did. Yeah.
Okay, both those fucking kickers fucking suck, dude. Okay, they fucking suck.
Daniel didn't even get a chance to kick.
Yeah, that's fair.
So don't bring him in.
Well, you know what, Aaron? That's Daniel's fault for not being able to sink a 74-yard field goal. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah,
okay?
I guess so. Like,
yeah,
Jesus
exactly. No.
He
should have tried harder.
Can we give credit to Danny DeVito or Tommy DeVito? He is the first undrafted rookie to win 3 games in a row as a starting quarterback. I think there's give a little kudos there.
Nah, fuck that. That's bullshit. Whatever. But like I'm saying, he would have lost this game if we didn't lose it for ourselves. So I don't really give him credit.
He played good enough to win based off.
What were his stats? Do you know off the top of your head? Do you have?
I got him right here. Give me a sec.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's quick with it.
He played good enough to win. Let's put it that way. I know the Packers did a lot of self-inflicted gunshot wounds to themselves, and we agree on that. But he did enough to win as the quote-unquote starting quarterback.
What's Celine doing up there?
Can you see me?
Yes.
We're practicing our demonology.
Blur your background, please. Danny DeVito, 17 of 21 throwing, 160 yards, 1 touchdown, and then
you're giving him fucking credit for that.
10 rushes for 71 yards. I mean, he did enough to win the game from a quarterback standpoint.
Danny DeVito.
Tommy DeVito, thank you.
Danny DeVito, because that's the only DeVito I care about. No.
Amen to that. Also, this guy. No.
Those stats were terrible. That's all I'm saying. That's not really impressive.
They're not too bad. I mean, fancy wise, they're not.
We should have sacked his ass, and he has been practicing that. I'll give him credit because he was sacked like 20 times like the last 4 games, and we didn't sack him fucking once, I don't think. So I'll give him credit. But that's also fucking Joe Barry just fucking not giving a fuck and not knowing how to apply pressure. And I already did it. We got to move on. Trying
to re-sign AJ Hawk from the Pat McAfee show.
My blood pressure's going up.
Defensive coordinator.
All right. While we're on the ranting and like the disgustingness of football teams, let's just jump right into the other disgusting fucking. At least we're not this fucking bad. Am I? Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen?
I got to know what we're amening to first, my brother.
Do we have to?
Oh, the Raiders? Oh, okay.
What happened in that Raiders game, bro?
Oh yeah, we got to discuss.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
There really ain't no telling.
What? How do you not score?
But let's just start with the positives. Okay. Can't blame the defense. Like, you can't blame the Raiders defense. Okay, the defense put up some good numbers. They only allowed 3 points, but
3-0. Yeah.
How does this happen? Like how does this fucking happen? Like
it's embarrassing.
Tell me about it. Okay, so I work Sundays, so that. So I have my own little route that I work at, that I walk on the casino floor.
So you can see.
When the Raiders are playing with all the TVs, right? And I'm walking by table games where they have 2 TVs on each side that I can watch, and they had the Raiders game. There was like 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and the pit boss stops me because they all know, like I'll ask them all the time to put on the Raiders game and stuff. And he stops me and goes, "Hey man, this game's really boring. I might have to turn it." And I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't blame you, like at all. Like it's not gonna hurt my feelings at all.
It was that bad?
Dude. It was still 0-0 with 3.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
That's hilarious. No, I know, but the fact that he's like, I gotta turn shit. Like,
so
that's funny.
Let's just dive into it, I guess. Last week, I told you guys I was nervous, excited to see what the offense can do with the bye week off, and nothing changed. Okay? Nothing changed. I don't understand why we keep trying to do these fucking stupid fake out jet sweeps, these fucking screen passes. There's no depth receivers in these routes, they're mostly running curls and fucking slants. Like, something's got to get. Like, I mean, granted, it's a interim head coach, interim offensive coordinator, all that kind of stuff. I get it, but change something because obviously these basic high school plays are not working in the National Football League. Like, at halftime, there should have been the right adjustments made. Like, hey, maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that. You know, maybe we should stop with all these wide receiver screens. Maybe that. Maybe we should take Aiden O'Connell out because even though he's young, it's his rookie year, he's not doing anything. He's getting scared in the. No, the Vikings took out Josh Dobbs and put in Nick Mullins, and that's how they got their field goal. I mean, because at this point, Aiden O'Connell, he's folding too easily under pressure. He's not getting the ball out to, you know, he focuses on one guy. He doesn't see this other guy over here. He's not doing what he needs to do to get the ball down the field. I really don't know if he's going to play Thursday. I think they might go back to Jimmy G.
They should, I think.
Yeah, I
they're not going to though.
I mean, I believe that they won't, but they should.
Honestly, they should. We're still paying Jimmy G. Like, he's. What else do we have to lose at this point? You know, like, it's so frustrating that an NHL team scores one goal and has more points.
The Vegas Golden Knights
for Vegas.
The Vegas Golden Knights
than the professional football team in Las Vegas. Like,
they count by twos, threes, sixes, and
exactly. Like, you can't even score 1 point in the NFL. Like,
that's funny. That's actually really funny.
It was heartbreaking. It was like, at this point, man, keep Devontae Adams and Max Crosby and get rid of everybody else and bring in.
Whoa! Even Josh Jacobs? Whoa! What gives here?
Get rid of Josh Jacobs. He's trash.
No, that's fine. The Rams will take him. That's fine. We'll take him.
Maybe Josh Jacobs and Colton Miller. Okay, maybe those four. But
Josh Jacobs has 233 carries for 805 yards. I mean, that's less than 4 yards a carry.
Put him in the Rams situation. Double numbers right now on the money.
Also, I love the Devontae Adams memes. Like, should have never left Green Bay. Yeah. They just keep coming too. It doesn't matter if we lose. We still get him.
No, he
would have fallen to New York.
I don't think he's going anywhere. I think Devontae Adams is going to finish his career with the Raiders. But I mean, something's got to give. Like, we play the Chargers this week. The Chargers are a beat up team. Probably no Keenan Allen. Definitely no Justin Herbert.
Yeah, right.
Probably no Brandon Staley. Oh wait, never mind.
Well, they'll be after if the Raiders beat them. But
probably no Joe special teams smaller.
Yeah, right. It's just
I was rooting for the Raiders, obviously, because fuck Minnesota, and I need Minnesota to lose. You know,
same here. Here
for us. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I was tuning into the game on occasion because we got you can fucking NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube sucks because they only give you a select games. You can't do the game tokens anymore where you just drag them to what games you want to watch.
Never
you have to watch what they predetermined.
Yeah, ridiculous.
So dude, it was blacked out here. I couldn't even get on the NFL app.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Well, it's
NFL Reddit stream.
Because I had the red zone on the other TV, the little TV. Not once did I see the fucking
never cut there. Never cut there.
Thing. And so I was like, "What's happening? Like, what is going on in this game?"
Two zones where the Raiders fumbled when they were in field goal range. No, 3. Sorry, Vikings missed a field goal and then they got the one at the end to end it or to win it.
Bro, it's just
terrible fucking game.
It's bad news. It's bad news to Bears.
Joe, stop messaging us. We're all right
touching.
Here.
Yeah, and also I can't see it on my phone. I want to talk about this real quick. Just as a recap for this week 14 that we just did. Okay, Patriots upset the Steelers 21-18. Okay, I just want you to hear all this stuff. Close game with the Buccaneers beating the Falcons 29-25, which some would say was an upset, right? I mean, it depends.
Yeah.
They technically had a better record, or the Buccaneers had a worse record, so technically it would be an upset.
Succaneers, yeah.
Okay, the Lions getting upset by the Bears 13-28. So those first 3 games I just talked about all 3 of them were upsets, okay?
Huge.
Here we go. Colts losing to the Bengals 14-34. That was an upset. If you want to talk about record.
Technically, yes. Yep.
Okay. Talk about record. Jaguars, Browns. Talk about record. That's 5.
Absolutely. Huge upset. Flacco.
27-31, right? Right. Okay, we'll skip the Panthers because they still suck. The Texans losing to the Jets. Okay, 6-30. That's 6 games right there. 6 out of the 7 games that were upsets. Rams getting beat by the Ravens. I mean,
almost an upset.
the only person upset is Joe.
Oh man, right there, baby.
Anyways, it's
competitive games.
I'm just saying, a large majority of those games, and then the Bills and the Chiefs, and that's an upset.
Hold on, is that an upset? Yeah, I think the Bills winning over the Chiefs is an upset.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It is. Okay. It is. And then Eagles Cowboys could have won either way. So, but technically, record
Cowboys were the favorite.
Been an upset.
Yeah,
but it would have been an upset based on record. So, I'm going on records. If you do that math, there's 8 right there. 8 teams with better records that lost this past weekend. That's fucking crazy. Okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
Going into Monday night, 2 more upsets happened.
True. Okay, you're right. If you want to talk that is true. So 10 upsets out of like the 15 games played. Ridiculous. All right. Let's do a little bit of discussion about, I guess, that other upset, which was the Dolphins. They just choked a fat one. I don't know how. I bet you we almost went out. Thank God we didn't, because it would have been fucking nuts. Like probably got stabbed or something. Tua, after those 2 defensive recoveries that Miami had and scored touchdowns back to back, 14-point lead. Fourth quarter? Everyone's like, "Oh, this game's over."
Mm-hmm.
Turned off the TV, left. Guess what happened? The biggest upset of all time.
Mm-hmm.
By your one and only Tennessee Titans. Celine, where's that Tennessee Titans flag? Let's fly it right now. Go grab it.
Up.
We won somehow, kind of. Anyways, Joe, what were your takeaways of that game?
Well, number one, Dolphins are not a Tua team. They're the other guy. They're the Cheetah team. Without Cheetah on the field, I don't think Tua is that complete of a quarterback. I'm going to go out there and say it. I don't care. Ridicule me if you want. I understand their center was out.
That's stupid what you just said. You're a dumbass.
No.
Waddle was out too.
Okay.
Waddle played, I think, like 80% of the game.
The Dolphins defense had 2 turnovers, and one of them they scored on a fumble Ruski 6. So that should have been like all you need. If your defense is scoring points like that and forcing turnovers, that should be game. You should, with or without Tyreek Hill on the field, that should be game. They struggled without Tyreek on the field. Also, we are not giving enough credit to Will Levis. This guy is developing right in front of our lives. Our eyes. He is developing.
Wrong.
Absolutely. You just hold on here. Let me finish my bit here. He is developing game by game. It may not be at the rate of what we would want a first-year quarterback to be developing at, but damn it, he's going out there and he is winning games. I understand he has D-Hop, and I understand he's a hard and tough player, but damn, Titans got some grit to him. And Dolphins, I think they're not as good of a team, obviously, but I think they're more of a Tua-less team when Tyreek Hill is not out there.
I think there's a tiny bit of truth to that, because Tyreek stretches the field and Tyreek needs double coverage and Tyreek needs all these special things. I think the biggest problem is, how do you adapt to play call wise? How do you adapt to something like that when it happens in the game? There was no adaptation.
And that's on the head coach too. That'll be on the head coach. I'll agree with you on that.
So now Raheem Mostert, who's not, I think he's like their second technically, because isn't Arcane their first? What the hell is on my...
What is going on?
What filter are you using?
What are you celebrating?
Did you do that?
Tighten up.
My hands were up here the whole time. Oh, okay.
My hands are down here. Joe's is crossed.
The fuck was that? I was like, the fuck is in here? Anyways, when you lose Tyreek, obviously you use a huge part of that team. You aren't wrong. But
the biggest part of the team.
You also have to find ways to overcome that. And the run game was actually fairly strong. And they just kept running and running and running.
Thank you for
bringing that up. They still had Waddle to throw to, and who's that their wide receiver number 3 guy? Celine, do you remember?
No, she's useless right now.
She's decorating.
It's Christmas, bitch.
Wilson Jr., is that him? Cedric Wilson Jr. He's been there for a while. And then, like I said, I can never say his name because I don't. Achane, what's his name? The running back, Devion.
Oh, yeah.
The rookie.
Yeah. They still had him to
I
open up
get
the
that.
pass rush. So
Davion
I think
Acne, Raheem Mostert. Yep.
what happened was after they got the 14 points on defense, they just slowed down the offense. The play call changed and they slowed
got
down the
comfortable.
offense.
They got
Yeah,
comfortable.
exactly. So that shifts the whole momentum. We know how momentum is in football. It's like
It's everything.
That's the same reason why people are getting pissed off at the refs for taking too long and like not just making a call and moving forward to discuss it for like 10 minutes.
That's very fair.
Because you're slowing down the pace and the game's supposed to be played in 60 minutes. I think it's so funny. The first time I ever went to a football game when I was like a little kid, it was like, what are they doing? Why are they just standing around? Commercial timeout. Commercial breaks.
Oh my God. Seriously, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
How many fucking timeouts do you need then?
Thank you, base God, for the pitch clock.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing my first NFL game too, and I was 19. I was like, what is happening? And like even then, I was like, oh wait, I think they're at a commercial break.
Yeah, right.
I was figuring that shit out in high school for sure. Like keeping the ball in bounds versus throwing out of bounds, commercial breaks. Yeah, absolutely. Or a challenge. Yeah, I hear you on that.
My point there is that like rhythm is like a big thing too, and then
it's everything in NFL.
The whole rhythm just changed. I mean, the whole rhythm just changed, and that's my take on it. I mean, I think Miami's still a top contender.
So why did you attack me about Will Levis? You don't think he's developing at the same pace, or you don't think he's
he's like a Katy Perry. He's hot and he's cold. He's yes and he's no. You know?
And he's out, he's up and he's down. He's wrong and
right.
Okay,
I love that analytic.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah.
I will say you gotta give him credit for what he's doing, but also I credit D-Hop for being next to him and helping him on his
D-Hop. D-Hop is his main source of income, if you would. His Will's stats right here. I'm reading to you. 23 for 38, okay, which he missed 15 throws right there. His yards are good for that game, 327. Don't get me wrong. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. His QBR was 49, okay, and his rating was 86. His rating is still less than Tua's.
Yeah, disregard the rating. Compare the QBRs between the two. That's the number.
Yeah, shut up. I'll tell you this. If you're
Tua's QBR was 29.4.
It's 29.4. Yeah, we know.
Okay, so now that's why
we're they still lost the pace of the game. That's all I'm saying. They should have just kept it on.
Do we have questions about Miami, Nick, while we got you here?
Yeah, is Tyreek going to stay healthy?
He's day by day right now.
Your fantasies.
Exactly.
Depending on it. Yeah.
Playoffs starting this week.
I know. I'm so fucking pissed because I'm like, dude,
what are playoffs?
Yeah. See, Aaron.
What are points and what are playoffs? I don't know what either one are.
Well,
when not every fantasy player is a Raider, you do pretty good.
You go to the toilet bowl and then.
I have one Raider.
That you traded for my wife, you son of a bitch. No. That's probably the best move she ever made, except Travis Etienne's now hurt too. He's not well. So,
Aaron, do you have any thoughts on the Dolphins or the upset?
Yeah.
I mean, is there any cracks that you see in the Dolphins offense or team in general?
I mean, obviously Tyreek getting out of there definitely hurt them, but like as Nick said, there should have been adjustments made. Like obviously you lose your star player for the offense, your key player, the guy that stretches the field, the guy that's the quickest, gets the most touchdowns. You have to figure out something right there and there, and that's on coaching. Like you need to come up with new play. Yeah, you need to come up with a different strategy now. Like, okay, we don't have this guy, so let's try maybe some slant tight end passes, some play action passes, let's open up the running game. Where's Waddle? Let's get Waddle involved. Let's get this guy involved. There should have been more adjustments. I think ultimately, the Dolphins kind of shot themselves in the foot right there. The Titans caught them, but the Titans took advantage of it. They saw the opportunity and they came up. So it's just,
which was shocking. It was shocking.
Yeah. It really was. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think the Dolphins just shot themselves in the foot.
All right. Yeah. I'll buy that.
And it fit. No.
Yeah, and defend. Two things I want to point out. Jalen Waddle, we've been talking about him a lot. 6 receptions for 79. No touchdown. No touchdowns.
I
But
could swear he got taken out of the game at one point.
maybe for a
at
break,
the-
maybe
at the
for a
very-
second down or something.
No, I think at the very beginning, he got popped
Oh, okay.
and
okay.
it knocked the air out of him, and he was out for
Okay,
like he was
okay.
out for like a drive or something.
I was
And it's-
working, so it was like hit or
Yeah.
miss.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Second point I want to make.
You're
Derrick-
accurate. He was out.
Derrick
Yeah.
Henry may have lost a step, but he's still unstoppable 5 yards in from the goal zone. The goal yard.
Goal
For-
line.
for-
Goal line, thank you.
Oh my god.
Hey, why don't you put
5
on
yards
those
in.
glasses and
5
become
yards in.
somebody else?
Yeah.
5 yards in from the
Put on
coal
those
mine.
glasses and keep watching Pat McAfee or something.
Yeah.
Then we get busted out on the Rams
Fucking
win. All
guy.
right. That's when the Rams win, we turn into that persona. We unfortunately lost on a special teams play.
What's a win?
I'll
It's
explain
when
to
you
you.
score
when-
more than 0 points.
Again, what are points? I'm not.
Yeah,
understanding this
There really
concept.
does. It's hard to explain.
Puta.
When you get older, we can explain it to you. All right.
Thanks.
All right, guys, let's keep moving on. This is fun, but let's move on. I'm tired of talking about how fucking shitty football
Everything is.
Yeah.
It's funny
I
because
was
we're
like-
gonna get into another shitstorm next.
Like when we all die and go to heaven, I want to ask God, like, how much time did I shave off my life by watching football? Like,
Too much.
how much
Yeah,
more
right.
stress
Did I
and
put
beer
on my
drinking?
heart, like,
Yeah. Like, tell me.
at least you've seen the
Anyways.
Packers be good. Like, imagine my fucking like the way my heart looks because of the fucking Raiders. It seems
Yeah.
like Joe. You just watched the fucking Rams win a Super Bowl the other year. Like,
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
was. That's why I was
That's
a big
fair.
Jets fan this year because I feel for their pain and the long-standing drought they've been in, and then they get Aaron God coming to the team and all this. He's like, damn, Jets might be good. I'm rooting for that team because I'm rooting for the fans, and
let me put this in
Four plays
perspective
in.
for you. Since I started watching the Raiders when I was 8 years old, you know how many winning seasons I've seen the Raiders have?
How many?
3. I watched them lose the Super Bowl.
yep, 2004, 2003, yep.
Yeah, okay. And then I got to see them go to the playoffs in 2016. when
Lose Derek
was-
Carr right before those
lose
playoffs
Derek
started.
Carr, and then when we were Super Bowl favorites that year, and then
Mhm.
2019 after the Henry Ruggs, 2020, 21, whatever.
The perseverance
was-
year.
Yeah, like that's the only winning seasons I've ever seen the Raiders have.
Aaron, I'm
I
on the
wanna
same
take
page,
that-
brother. Sacramento Kings, we had the longest playoff stretch.
No, not-
16 years not in the playoffs,
Stop.
man. I understand.
No one cares about the Kings. Let me talk about that number 3 that you just mentioned and put it into
Oh, good
perspective, I
Lord.
guess.
Oh God.
So
Here we
the
go.
number 3 right there that you just said, 3
Oh my
winning
God.
seasons since you were watching football. Since I was born, I've only watched 3 starting quarterbacks for the Packers.
Well, hold on, hold
I'm
on,
just
hold on.
saying.
Hold on, Nick.
I can't fucking Rich Gannon, Aaron Brooks, Kerry Collins,
Too fucking many to list.
Devontae Culpepper,
Oh yeah,
Jason
Culver,
Campbell.
that's right.
Jason Campbell.
Jamarcus Russell,
Jamarcus Russell.
Jason Campbell, Bruce Grukowski, fucking Matt Flynn for a game or two,
Nick.
Josh McCown, like
Yep.
Yeah. See, so I guess
There's four starting ones. Johnny Flynn started one game, week 16 for y'all.
that doesn't count. One
Terrell
no,
Pryor.
come on, dude.
I think he threw for like 560 yards in that game too.
My point is
Oh, we got you. Yeah,
Yeah, you know my point.
sorry. I just
Yeah,
Aaron, I've been through
yeah.
the same. I've been through the same
I'm,
quarterback carousel.
I'm heartbroken right now. Like dude.
You poor thing. Why'd you do this to me?
become so numb.
Zero
Bring-
fucking points. All right, let's
bring-
move on.
Bring back Gruden.
No,
Hashtag bring back Gruden.
no, I don't want Gruden.
Okay.
And we're still paying some of the guys that we cut that he signed.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell
Too true.
yeah. That's America. No, that's America.
The land of
most people live
contracts.
in. All right. Since we're all crying, let's talk about another crybaby. The one and only
Ooh,
Patty
yes.
Mahomes. Mm-hmm. Now, Aaron, I know you have some deep, deep feelings about this.
Gotta hear these.
little fucking whiny little bitch, okay, who doesn't know what a penalty is, apparently. So I'll let you open the floor with this.
Floor is yours,
you.
baby.
Thank you. I appreciate this moment. We are finally seeing this golden NFL boy show his true colors. He has been so used to the refs just saving his ass time and time again. And when it's coming down to when the refs make the correct call,
Breach.
fucking little temper tantrum, showing the whole world who the fuck he really, that Kermit the Frog, ketchup and steak eating motherfucker, who he really is. Talk about, it's been like, baby little bitch.
Mm-hmm. Breach.
Josh Allen goes to shake his hand, and the first thing he says, they fucked up.
That's
Are
bullshit.
you kidding me?
Here,
Yeah,
here.
that is bullshit.
Here,
That's
here.
bullshit.
Here,
Yeah.
here.
Throwing his helmet around, like, dude, he was offsides. Like, the rules are the rules. They don't call that play dead. I'm sorry. I don't care if you wanted to change or not, but that day, today's NFL, that is the rule.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's been the rule for a while, but yeah.
He's not. So here's the thing, too. He's been so used to just winning, like I said, being the golden boy for the NFL, and now they're starting to have a kind of not terrible season, but they're starting to lose.
Yeah.
Okay, they just lost to the Packers the week before. They've lost to a couple, they've lost to a couple other shitty teams, and now he's not used to it. It's like that spoiled kid where you tell him you can't have candy after he's had candy for 5 days in a row. Like now he's throwing his temper tantrums. I'll end it with just saying, "Fuck Patrick Mahomes and fuck the Chiefs."
Aaron, add to your rant.
It is about time
Aaron?
they finally got taken away from him for the right call.
Yeah, Aaron, I want to add to your rant here, to your particular part of the
That's
rant.
beautiful.
How many times has Patty Mahomes been on the right side of the lucky call at the end of the game, right? That they benefited from, right? Countless, exactly. I just want to point that out.
I sent you guys the clip of Kadarius Toney giving the quick thumbs up to the ref that he was on, and then takes another fucking step over the line.
Yeah, and he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't check again or anything.
Yeah, that's on him. I'm sorry. Patrick Mahomes may be good, but this team right now is not good. I'm okay. They're good, but they're not great. They're not where they were last year or the year before that.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes did say, I think earlier, it was either today or last night, that he realized he was wrong and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
of course he's going to say that, though.
Yeah, because he needs to protect his
brand.
boyness.
You show your true colors in stress situations like that, or when
I agree with that.
You show your true emotions when shit like that happens.
I'll buy that, Aaron.
So I do want to say that I'm not a big Patrick Mahomes fan, but also I respect what he does, and I lost respect when he did when he said it to Josh Allen and all that. That is complete utter bullshit. I mean, it's just disrespectful. That's one. Two, though. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
No,
after you. No,
after you. After you.
Hey, you go.
Hey, on me.
Hey, don't fucking do this. I swear to God, I'll cut your hands off, Aaron. Fuck Tommy DeVito.
The only thing I was
we're still sour?
especially because the Bills and the Chiefs have had this AFC rivalry,
Oh, absolutely.
In this day and age of football, for him to go and act like that instead of congratulating, Travis Kelce congratulated Josh Allen on
Thank you. I was going to bring that up, Aaron. Thank you.
On the win, and then for him, but sorry, that's all I was going to say.
That's because he's under a microscope, though, because Taylor Swift has got 90% of white females.
Kelce is more tame.
Taylor Swift's got his balls in her purse, and she's like, don't fucking embarrass me. He's like, okay, don't hate me. No. But so the other perspective I want to give was something that I think RG3 said. Don't quote me, but I was watching it.
Paraphrase. Let's hear it. Yeah.
Today, paraphrase. he said after like the season that Mahomes and the Chiefs have had, and all the expectations with like Travis Kelce and everybody being top dogs, and like they're, last year they were doing so much more than they're doing this year, that all that pressure starts to build on a guy like this who has to deal with his brother, his wife, his all these outside influences, and not having his go-to wide receiver be the guy.
Yeah.
All that stuff builds up on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And yeah, exactly. And seeing Tyreek do it on the other side of the ball. But all that stuff builds up on your shoulders where it's like at some point he's gonna break. And maybe that was his breaking point. Maybe he's just fed up with like all of that shit. Which I would understand being that,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I get that. That's fair. Okay. But when you're on the biggest stage for football, and you have this persona of being a class act or whatever, and it's a nationally televised game, all this stuff, you need to be professional. Like you have all those lights and cameras on you. You need he's just proving that he can't handle losing. Like if you're going to be a winner, you need to know how to lose. Even if you don't think it was the right call or anything, you need to keep your composure and know how to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan did.
You're right. He should have just went out to the ref's car and pissed on it and then lit it on fire.
There we go.
Yeah, like a real man.
Yeah, like everybody, like all of us real toxic man out here. No. Hey, man, brother. Joe, you got some thoughts on this?
Nick, you took the words out of my mouth. I think maybe because they're worthy of ass results here when we're quoting RG3. No, I agree with RG3. I think this is more of just an exhale of him with the greater part of the season. The Kansas City Chiefs lead the league in the most dropped balls by wide receivers. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Eagles. Michael Valdes-Scantling, Packers all-time wide receiver all-star, misses a perfectly thrown ball.
No.
All time?
No. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Don't ever say that because I've been calling for that guy's head since he started on our team. Don't ever say that.
Patrick Mahomes throws a perfect ball to him, and he drops it. What does Patrick Mahomes say in the post game? I don't know. I guess I could have thrown it a little bit less so he can catch it. No, he threw a perfect ball. NCV just fucking drops it. MVS just
MVS, bruh.
So,
oh my god,
it's been a constant trend with the Chiefs this season, and I agree with Nick. I think that outburst was just an exhale of, oh my god, another cherry on top of this fucking trash ass season of my trash ass receivers fucking dropping balls on this is me slamming the helmet on the ground. At the same time, I agree with Aaron, but let's not pretend that Tom Brady and Peyton Manning didn't get in temper tantrums on the sideline, right?
How do I know that you were going to say that? Okay, but that's who Tom Brady and Peyton Manning were.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes has been playing this golden child since he came into the NFL.
I think Tom Brady's been a golden child.
Yeah, because he won, but he always showed his frustration.
He was authentic from the beginning. Yeah,
exactly. Okay. And I'm just saying, Patrick Mahomes has been faking it until this moment. Yeah, maybe it was because all this pressure has got to him and all that kind of stuff. But this is who he is. I want to make the point.
Okay.
That he's just a douche. Like
let the hate flow through you.
Let the hate flow.
Like you could tell in all of his interviews since he got in this league, like he fakes everything's like scripted that he says. I think.
Like I said, covering for his receivers. Covering for his receivers. Absolutely. Instead of calling him out like he should be. I agree with you on that. Okay, I'll buy that.
That is the problem. They have 33 drop passes or something like that.
2 more points I want to make.
Okay, fuck me, right? No,
I'm sorry, Nick. You made the good point where he should be pointing down the sideline. Or Aaron, you made the good point. He should be pointing down the sideline, wait for the thumbs up from the ref, and then takes another step forward. Unbelievable. No, he never got the. No, he never did. Well, but you said he took that extra step forward. So it's like, what are you doing?
Shouldn't have taken that extra step.
Exactly. And then Dan Orlovsky, we're all. I mean, let's be honest here, guys. We're all about getting things right. Sports media, right? We're all about the media. I did my media research. Dan Orlovsky pointed out 4 different times outside of that one where he could have been called for offsides and the refs didn't. So what's going on with the refs? I don't know. I agree with you, Aaron. He's definitely offsides. There's no question. Shit needs to be called, and that is the bottom line. Also, last point I want to make: Kadarius Toney was drafted by the Giants in the first round. Oh, with the 20th overall pick in the 2021 draft, his ass got shipped out to Kansas City after 20 games for a third-round pick. The Giants were already done with him last year, and we're seeing the reasons why now on the biggest stage of the biggest team in the NFL with the Kansas.
And he's saying he's uncontrollable or what?
He is flawed. He is flawed.
He's a liability.
He is a liability.
Liability.
Darius Toney is
Liability.
a liability.
Liability.
Liability. So
Diabetes.
if Richard Sherman made that a good point too. If Von Miller was offsides on defense, are they going to be helping him? Like, oh, well, Von, you're offsides. Get back a little bit. No, they're following the flag. So
yeah, but we already know that this has been a thing. Like we already know that's the thing.
They did throw the flag as soon as the snap happened.
So,
did you see that?
yes.
So as soon as the snap happened, the ball goes, it barely moves, and the flag comes out. So he was ready for it.
Group poll. Yeah, group poll. Do we think that should be like immediate stoppage to play, like a false start?
Is it a immediate stop if they're offsides on defense?
Nope.
So why should the offense get that? They already get the leniency of checking with the refs to make sure they're not offside. So why?
I would say the onus is on the receiver. Or the lineman.
That's tough because I kind of want to argue the point against that. It's like whenever it's a defensive thing, it's a free play, so you get something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's the opposite,
like a defensive interception.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah,
can see that.
yeah.
All right, I can get on board with that. I guess I guess the only defensive thing that gets called immediately is a neutral zone infraction, which is the equivalent to a false start on defense. So, all right, Nick, you made a very good point. I'm pounding the table.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. Good job.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing a good job. What I meant was thank you.
I mean, you're welcome.
Thank you for enlightening me.
Opinions mostly. We have the best ideas.
We do. We do have the hottest takes. We do have the hottest takes and the smartest guys on the show. I just want to say I did learn that from being an avid Packer fan because Aaron Rodgers was the king of that shit. Yeah. So it's like, oh, just fucking chuck it, bro. Just chuck it down the field. Usually we get something out of it.
And that's up to the defensive team if they want to accept or decline that penalty. Is a very good fucking point, Nick. We gotta give the kudos.
You mean the offensive team, but yeah, it's okay. Thank you for the kudos.
Special teams, we get none of that privilege. Just so you know, special teams, we get none of those privileges. So it's bullshit.
We know special teams. You don't get shit. You just muff punts. That's all you do, and running the kickers.
Running into the kicker.
All right, let's talk about really good game. Not a really good game, but a game that was supposed to be really good. What?
One-sided.
Yeah. Cowboys Eagles. I mean, let's make this one quick. I don't want to talk about it a lot. But
we've been filming for a while now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
so Aaron,
on the top about the Cowboys.
Aaron, if you had to pick one team to go to the Super Bowl between the Cowboys or the Eagles, who would you pick?
Oh God. Based on stats today or just
I mean, okay, so take into account the game that they just played, but take their entire season,
So unbiased is what you're
unbiased. Saying. Yeah, unbiased. Yeah,
it'd be the Cowboys.
Damn. Do you want to elaborate, or you want Joe to go?
You can't deny that the Cowboys are playing really good. Like I said last week, I fucking hate the Cowboys, but you can't deny that they're playing really good football on both sides of the ball. There's no question about it. They might give the Niners a run for their money in postseason.
Second time around, yeah.
It's crazy that Mike McCarthy was in surgery or whatever, and just comes out. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the game and coach it. Did you what? I love Mike only because of that one Super Bowl he had us win. But other than that, I mean, I thought he was not a great guy and kind of, just calls the same play over and over and over again. But this time it's working. So anyways, Joseph, what's your take on that? Who'd you pick and why?
Cowboys. Here's the reason why.
Damn.
Back to CeeDee Lamb, #1 in the league since week 6 of quarterback to wide receiver connection for both yards and touchdowns. Eagles have numerous defensive holes. They are not adjusting to any kind of pressure. Also, they have defensive personnel out that they're not disguising their pressure at all anymore. Also, Dak, or excuse me, what the fuck's his name?
Dak
Jalen Hurts.
Prescott? No.
Jalen Hurts. I'm like, oh
Jalen
my God.
Hurts. I
Jalen
heard you say
Hurts
Dak. I was
has
reading,
shown
sorry.
complete pressurability on their cover zero defenses, especially on third down and short. He is not able to find an open receiver because they're sending everyone, and everyone's covered. The 49ers exploited it. The Cowboys covered it in the last game. Dak has not been able to adjust to that yet. Also, Dak has been helping and nursing this knee injury that he experienced early in the season.
Are you
I think the
still talking
Eagles
about Jalen Hurts?
Yep, Jalen Hurts. Eagles are still kind of falling apart.
You
From
keep saying
quarterback
Dak.
position.
You keep saying Dak.
I bet Jalen Hurts the whole time. My apologies.
It's because Joe's attracted
Dak's
to
doing
Dak
good.
Prescott.
Dak's doing good. I mean, we gotta get the flowers are due. But
I hate that saying.
part of me, but
saying.
based off your question, I'm
Stop
asking
saying it.
your question between the Cowboys.
Okay, but stop saying fucking flowers.
What can go wrong will go wrong with the Cowboys. Maybe the NFC Championship game against the Niners. Who knows?
I honestly think this year's different. They look like a different team.
They got
honestly.
a good kicker too. They got a good kicker.
They do.
Mike McCarthy
They
is
look like a
calling
different
plays.
team.
Absolutely.
I think they can do it. They just have to get through the Niners in the postseason.
They need to
But
You
get
know
through the Niners.
how
Absolutely.
you know how fucking shitty that's gonna be for everybody that's
Yeah, we know.
not a Cowboys
aware.
fan.
Could you imagine a Chiefs Cowboys Super Bowl? Like
Chiefs
what the
won?
fuck?
The Chiefs ain't come on.
Ugh.
No, because Darius Tony on their team. No.
Yeah, he's the sole problem. Brandon Aubrey, that's who you're talking about. I have him actually in a couple of leagues.
And Aubrey, yeah. Good kicker for the Cowboys.
Great kicker.
Yeah, absolutely. Situational.
Helping Nick out, so that's all that matters.
Amen,
Absolutely.
brother. I gotta fucking win some fucking something around this fucking joint. All right. I think we're getting close to wrapping this up. I just want to go through a couple of things. I'm just gonna read it off to you guys. To me, Jesus, we are all Joe and I are misspeaking. Call us special teams.
Sorry.
Guess who has the most sacks this year?
Oh no,
We
Wait,
can't do
hold
that
on.
right now.
we can't do that.
That's
He
part of
wasn't
the-
he wasn't part of the conversation before he jumped in.
Mhm.
That's my whole
You guys
thing.
already talked about this?
No, that's my thing. That's my thing.
That's his thing, man. What are you doing? You stealing segments from people now?
I'm just-
we should have
Okay.
told.
Yeah, you should have told me.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh.
So in case you guys didn't know, I was at work, okay, and then they're like getting on, and then I had to go to the grocery store because my wife needed some eggs, and then I fucking get home, and then I gotta take a shit, so I take a shit, and then they've been sitting on this thing for like 35 minutes, I guess having a whole goddamn conversation and not telling me about it.
Sorry.
Selective
well-
hearing, I guess.
I was gonna talk about something, but
Well, we'll
it's
come
time
back, we'll come
for
back to it. Yeah.
it's time for Aaron. It's time for hammering the stats.
Good Lord Almighty.
Great minds think alike, baby. That's all there is to it. Hammering the stats. Hey guys, guess what?
Thank you.
Oh
thank
man,
you.
I can't believe I don't. I have no idea what the topic's gonna be here, boys.
It could be, anything. It could be anything. This is an exciting episode of hammering the stats. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. Sorry, camera issues here.
So, as you guys know, the last couple of weeks I've been kind of going over some, where we're at in the season, some leaders of certain positions. So this week, I wanted to go over the top 5 sack leaders.
Oh,
Nick's about to
What?
steal a
No.
thunder here. I mean, Jesus.
oh shit.
So-
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Well,
So-
wait. Are you starting at 5 or are we starting?
Yeah, starting on
We're gonna
5.
start at 10. No, excuse me.
Starting on 5, top 5. So, kind of crazy because there is a, 3-way, 4-way tie for the sack number.
My
But
favorite.
this is how the NFL has them ranked. Number 5 would be Mad Max Crosby with
Ugh.
13.5. Don't be
So-
hating,
Go,
dog.
man.
Don't be hating. Okay, number 4 would be Josh Allen of the Jacksonville Jaguars with 13.5.
Sure.
6 on this list. What the fuck? Oh, it's because of the tie. So whatever. There's gonna be 6 names. So it would be Trey Hendrickson with the Cincinnati Bengals with 13.5.
Mhm.
The next one, because I lost count already, Minnesota Viking Daniel Hunter with 13.5.
Who would have thought?
Second,
Honestly.
because we're back here. Second would be Pittsburgh Steelers TJ Watt with 14.
Yeah, he's been good
And
back
for
there.
number one, I'm gonna let
I
my
know.
homeboy.
I
I'm gonna
know.
let my homeboy Nick the Shark Herbs announce this one.
The reason why I even thought about this was because obviously, Aaron, you're a Raider fan and you know the history. So everyone, let's just say it together. Let's see how timed up we are. On the count of 3, 2, 1, 0, we'll all say the name. Who we think it's going to be. 3, 2, 1, 0. Khalil
Khalil
Mack.
Mack.
Yeah, I did it. No. Your boy, dude. I was when I saw that, I was like, yeah, he was a beast when he was on the Raiders, and he's still a beast.
Sacking people since Nam.
So I'm gonna go
Dude.
back to earlier in this episode when you guys were saying, "Oh, bring Gruden back." The one reason why I don't want to bring Gruden back is Gruden is the reason why Mack left the team.
Absolutely
we
correct.
traded him to the Bears.
Nice. Okay.
Mack should still be a Raider to this day, like he wanted
Amen.
to be.
That's fair.
And honestly, no matter who he plays for, like I said this the day that he was traded, no matter who he plays for, I don't care if it was a division rival. I will always root for him.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, that's
So,
great. I can appreciate him. See, he's a Raider I can get on board with.
I agree. Nick,
Like,
there's something I
fuck
wanted to
Derek
show,
Carr.
though.
He's still trash, and Josh Jacobs
All
is
right,
still
there we
shit.
go.
He's a
Like,
saint. He's a
All right.
saint. Jesus Christ.
Nick, I do want to show something. If you don't mind.
Wait.
No.
I wanna share-
It's related
No.
to the segment. It's related to the segment.
So is mine. I want to
Okay.
share something too. Who is not on that list?
It's Lisa, my
Aaron
segment.
Donald.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. Aaron fucking Donald.
If you don't mind, I'd like to show the American people.
I just
why-
showed the triple team that one time. No, fuck off. No.
All
Are
right,
you
everyone,
joking
if
me?
we can take a look at
Oh my
if we
God!
can look
This
at
is why his
Exhibit A
screen was all
here.
fucked
Are
up.
you fucking kidding me?
If we can look at Exhibit A here, look at the triple team here. How many triple teams are Max Crosby going to survive like this? All right, I just want to also look at the two people.
Get triple team, double
holding
team,
on the
held
back
every fucking play, and he's
It-
still number 5.
No,
Are
nonsense.
you kidding me?
Give me the evidence.
you
I need
kidding
to see the evidence. Look at this. This
Joe,
Get up.
Fox ran a montage highlight.
Show me another one. Show me another one other than this play that's been on the TV like nonstop.
Okay, hold on. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, no, of this year. Come on. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. It's fucking bullshit. Share
Okay.
your screen for that bullshit. No one wants to see that.
All right, here we go.
bullshit.
Here's one from the Super Bowl. All right, here we go. Ready? Boom.
The Super Bowl, I said this year, and don't say like
Oh.
this year. Oh yeah, well it was technically this year. Yeah, it's
Oh.
this year fucking last season. No.
Oh, there it goes. The Seattle Seahawks here. Okay, here we go. Right here. All right. Boom. Zoom. We're gonna share. Boom. Share screen. Boom.
Oh my god, he's found 2. Congratulations.
Boom. Okay, look at this right here. Unbelievable. Okay. I mean, it's
He's not even in there. That's just a floating
he's
Rams
right there.
helmet.
No,
That's just
nonsense.
a floating Rams
Aaron Ronald
helmet.
deserves defensive player of the year. My boy is always getting triple team. This is literally the caption I'm reading at the bottom. My
On a Reddit thread by a guy that lives in his mother's basement that doesn't know what football is. Fuck
damn
off.
right. Yep. My case
All right.
stands. I can find. If you want, I can put a whole hour montage.
Actually, I'm curious. Where is your boy at in this fucking thing
That's a
here?
good question.
Oh Jesus, I can't even find him.
Yeah, he's not top 10.
Oh.
My guy Rashawn Gary is way above him. That's insane.
I know they don't. It's just he's more of a wild card. Aaron Donald's an
Hold on.
established dominance where you got
Aaron Donald, 42nd on the list.
No.
When you're the only
40
player that
seconds.
see it on defense, just saying.
Oh my god.
Joe, I swear to God, go look at Max Crosby. He's getting held fucking clothesline, double
Yeah,
team.
Donald
triple
does
team,
every time.
almost
There's a highlight every week. of
every
him.
play. You're not listening to me. You don't listen to me.
Unreal.
Wait till next year when Crosby is constantly clothesline and triple teams and is not going to
He's
produce
done
those
this.
numbers.
It happened last year. It happened the year before that. After his rookie season, every play he's getting held double teamed.
Hmm?
Swear to God.
Yeah,
Okay, here,
Keyword,
take
he
this-
said double team, not triple team, like Steph
Let's-
Curry. Oh,
Yeah, because they can't get him fast enough because he's
Just
down
wait.
off him. Not
Give it
like
time, my
your
friend.
big boy Aaron
so
Donald.
Donald, it was the same progress. So after his rookie year, he was double team constantly. Then after like 3 years, it started turning into triple teams, and that's where we're at now. He's been in the league for 11 years.
10 years.
Yep, 11 years. Yeah, it'll take some time. They'll catch up to Crosby.
Maybe he's just old and slow. Do you ever think about that?
No, not at all. If you watch the games closely, you'll know he's not.
Maybe he's just old and slow. I don't know. Either way, some crazy stuff to think about.
He
Times
still
are
gets
changing.
voted the number 2 player in the league behind Tom Brady last year, and then number 10 this year. I don't know. I mean,
The times are changing.
Can we get
I-
through this fucking episode?
I accept that he's getting old
No.
for sure. I never denied that. I will just say, it's just now a constant thing. Just triple team. Rams don't have as good of a defense from the Super Bowl year. Yeah, it's just a reality
Now I'm
situation.
just super curious about all these stats because now I just want to go through them.
Well,
But it'll
let
take
Aaron
forever.
handle those stats because that's his fucking thing. No.
All right. Go ahead, Aaron. You get your last say and
Oh, that was
smashing.
Joe's a fucking idiot.
I do.
I think him and Donald just need to you need to give up your ass to Aaron Donald. Write him a note saying, "Hey man, all I want is
I'm
for
gonna write
you
him a
and
note
me
saying I could block
one
him.
night." Yeah, I did block him.
I'm gonna write a note. I can say I block him for 4 seconds.
Yeah.
No, I'll just chop block him the whole time.
Yeah.
Go for his knees.
No, I bet you chop block him. I bet you go on your knees. All right. Let's wrap this up. I'm going to skip the Shark Chomp because Tuesdays are a terrible day to bet because the odds and the stats and the player props do not come out, okay, on
You
FanDuel.
don't feel confident in your picks? Okay.
No, I can't pick them.
We
I literally cannot pick them because they're not an option.
just need to get that on the record.
That you can't pick them. Yeah, I know. No. Thank you for reassuring me. All right. Our last and final segment of tonight's show is none other than facts entirely
Here we go.
Well,
with the special teams.
this week we got 2 facts entirely specialties for you guys, ladies
Oh
and
my
boys and
God.
girls.
I'm down like 5 beers. I gotta piss.
Hey,
so
3
bad.
strikes, you're out, baby. Let's go.
Just in remembrance of the first the first fact entirely was the 3-0 game. The last time we had a 3-0 game like the Vikings and the Raiders was back on November 26, 2007, Monday Night Football prime time, right?
Prime time.
It was the 0-11 Miami Dolphins at the 8-3 Pittsburgh Steelers, Monday Night Football. It was called the Monday Night Murder because it was a murder in mud. It was a mud bowl, essentially. The game was so freaking muddy, no one could do shit in it. The Steelers eventually won 3-0 on a last-minute field goal to beat the Dolphins on Monday night.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It was a mud bowl. You look at the highlights, just mud all on the ground. Just slip and it was a slip and slide for sure.
Sounds like my Thursday night. Am I right, boys?
Ew.
Ew.
The last step I wanted to pop up was what we're trying to count on for the Dallas Cowboys to potentially lose out here. Dallas Cowboys are the highest penalized team in the NFL right now, and they lead it. Unfortunately, they won the Super Bowl 25 years ago-ish, 30 years ago-ish, I guess, at the same rate, the same penalties are commuting right now. Dallas Cowboys won 40 years ago. 1978, they had 12 penalties. 1971, they had 10 penalties. And also that's the Green Bay Packers. I'm sorry, 1979, 9 penalties. So it looks like the 12-9 penalty buffer is the most you can conduct in terms of penalties against you to win a Super Bowl. Penalties are in that range for the Cowboys this year. Maybe something flips this year. Who knows? Looking for an answer here, but that's your facts entirely this week, boys and girls. Hopefully you enjoyed them.
That's good. No, I can appreciate those.
That was good.
Not so bad.
We'll come up with Aaron Donald one next week for you, huh?
Oh
Yeah.
God.
The conspiracy
No,
of why
thank you.
he should win Super Bowl MVP, but all right, we'll get over that.
I'm
later.
gonna end this segment with Shark Chomp's thought of the week. Refs don't win games. Winners win games.
Okay, I accept.
That's all. Like Jerry Seinfeld when he's like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna cheat,
Oh,
make sure you do it
Jerry
outside
Springer.
of your
anonymously.
What did I say? Jerry
Springer.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer.
What's
yeah.
up with that?
What's up with that?
What's up with the ass though?
Oh, there
Okay.
you go. If you're gonna cheat, make sure you do it anonymously. Okay. I mean, off the books.
Make sure your wife isn't in the other room. Okay, let me tell you. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure, an honor, and a privilege. Signing off for another episode of Opinions Mostly. Until next time, guys. Go Pack, go.
Go Raiders. I guess.
Who's how?